Are you feeling cynical, sarcastic, maybe angry at yourself? Let's find out how this might be your way to growth. How can you use this for your growth? Why this topic? Well, it happened that I wake up today in the morning without any real reason feeling this way. Very cynical, very sarcastic, very angry at myself. And I've spent quite good amount of the day trying to figure it out what's going on, how can I process this, how can I use this for my growth. And I would like to share this with you as well. So we will explore how you can get to the root, understand where this come from, these feelings come from, how can you use them for your growth. So, like I say, I wake up this way. It happened. The thing was that I've had very strange situation during the weekend. Without going into too many details, I just find out that some close to me people are a little bit ashamed and scared in my company, which I don't know where that come from. I know I'm not responsible, maybe somehow, but not fully responsible how they feel in my company. However, this actually strikes me, and today I was trying to figure it out, what is going on. Plenty of people, and I was like this years back, are when this kind of feelings of being angry, sarcastic, cynical, or those kind of feelings emerge, they either just go with the flow and are sarcastic, are cynical, are angry, or they try to push that down, drown this, and just ignore that. But it's kind of like ignoring a fire alarm when it's off, when the building is on fire. You might have this feeling, because I've had it today. Oh, geez, I've stuck again. What's the point of doing anything? It's just like, regardless of how good I'm trying to be, how much effort I'm putting to be a good person, there's always something or someone who interprets this wrongly. And I know I'm not responsible for how someone feels. That's on them. That's their perspective on me. However, still, this kind of feelings might occur, even though you will understand that you're not responsible for others. Those negative emotions, those kind of feelings, are actually here to help you, to show you where you are out of alignment with your values, with your beliefs. Let me repeat this. These negative feelings, this and any negative feelings actually, is here to guide you, to show you where are you out of alignment with your values and your beliefs. When you understand those emotions, when you understand where they're coming from, you can, at this moment, shift your mood, and not only, but the entire mindset. Because being aware of where this comes from and understanding those feelings, giving you power, the power of decision, the power of controlling how you want to respond to this. And this is how the shift happened, how the transformation happened. So here are 3 steps that I've done today. The first one was, I was asking myself what these feelings are trying to help me. Because I knew the situation where it happened, even though it was like, sometimes I'm laughing at myself that something happened one day and then 3 days later or 2 days later, it just kicks me in. Like I have checkmates reflex. I don't know if that's correct translation from Polish. You know, the checkmates or checks. I think checks is the proper name of that game. So for me, it's kind of funny that my response, my kind of thought process and these feelings kick in few days later. But this is how it is. So I've been asking myself, what are those feelings trying to help me, to tell me? How they trying to guide me to understanding, to learning myself better? And then I've started to think, how can I flip this? How can I flip the script? How can I find what is in my control? And how can I use this, what is in my control, to shift the whole situation, the whole feelings, the whole emotions that I have? Next step was to find one thing, one action that I've done today that address the whole root of the situation. Even though the situation that happened during the weekend was fully explained with this person, was all okay, the agreement was on both sides, the whole situation was understood by both sides, and we move on. Was everything fine? Yet, like I say, my reflex is sometimes very slow. So I had to process this again today. Or actually, I've actually processed this today. So even though all was sorted out during the weekend, when this event happened, my feelings emerged today when I wake up. And I've had to process this by finding what this actually is telling me, what is in my control, how can I address the root of this problem, what is the root of this problem, how can I address it. And this is exactly what you can do as well. So finding the root of the problem, why this is happening, why do you feel this way, then asking yourself what these feelings, what these emotions are trying to tell you, how they try to guide you, what they show you that you are, in which place you are out of alignment. Next is how can you control this? What is in your control that you can do here and now to make that transformation, make that shift of your mindset? And finally, decide what one action you can do here today that will address this issue. You might also ask yourself, how will I feel being in control, taking the control over this kind of emotions, this kind of situation? Good example is, or exercise you can do as well, to have kind of like in your head, play these situations again, but this time playing the way that will be better, knowing today's emotions, knowing today's solutions. Replay the situation, applying this solution to it. This is one of the very good exercise that you can do as well. What helps me as well is journaling what's bothering. And I know I've mentioned this plenty of times, but I say that again. I was against journaling for a long time. I think it took me like over a year or maybe even more before I actually started regularly writing down what I feel, what is bothering me, and all the kind of like mental mind drop, just to get out that of my mind. However, where this kind of situations occur, I'm using journaling to write down what exactly bothering me and processing this on the paper. It is very good because it helps you actually focus on the issue and on the solution as well. And maybe even more on the solution, because you see that in front of you, instead of just allowing your mind to playing on the replay all the time the same thing. So when this kind of situation arise, when those kind of feelings arise, the thing is to not actually, the goal is not actually to stop them, stop those feelings. It's rather to tell them, I hear ya, thank you, I appreciate your insight, I appreciate that you're showing me what is not in alignment with my values, with my beliefs. Now, here is what we are going to do about it. That's it. That's your goal. Not to shove them off, not to teach them, not to push them inside you to the whole dark place or deep dark place, but rather to appreciate that those feelings emerge, that those feelings shows you where is something not in alignment with you, and just decide, this is what we are going to do about this situation. So using this as a fuel for your personal growth. Challenge yourself to do this thing whenever you have similar situation, whenever any kind of negative emotions arise, and just feel the shift. See how it transform, how your life it transforms, because you deserve this. If you find this helpful, share that with others. And from this place, as always, I wish you many blessings.